right, so I'm back in business a little bit. Had a little trouble. I just got this. What's on the C slot on the phone. And this is, I think, a different kind of USB. Looks smaller. But this might be on my new laptop. Anyway, I had to clean some videos off because I ran out of room. You know, all these short pieces, I would like to speed them up and put them all together into one long one. I need room on my camera for editing and room for recording. And as has happened before, I worked so hard every step of the way. And this last part where I've got some problems to solve and things to do, well, it stopped recording. And then I went ahead and worked some more because there was something I remembered that I really needed to do. So I'll go over the changes I made. One, I put this eyebrow in and I took it out. And then I was looking at it last night after, and I realized part of what's going wrong over here is that if your eyebrow goes up, your eye needs to go up a little bit with it. So I could fix that. Also, there's a big difference between this one and the cubist one. This will have the numbers on it, but the cubist one deals not at all with surfaces. There's no tattoo on that one. It's only with shapes and the energy lines. And this one is a response. Still working on it. I took too much off over here and got to go put something back. And, oh, one thing I did was I noticed there's this nice S-curve. And from here to here, these reds, I needed to unify it more. So what I did was I put in a cadmium red and iron oxide mix, very light pink wash over all of this, over the green. And it unifies the whole thing. I think I did mention on an earlier one that it was sort of going out all directions because we've got an X and an X, triangle, triangle, also triangle with the X, and a big S curve. And it's right at the very end, and this is what has happened before. I've gone along every step of the way, and then this last little bit, I keep running out of space on the camera. So that's where we are now. That's what I did, and a little bit of what I'm planning. I like to take this in. I like to look at things on the camera and put them up onto YouTube and look at that on a big television. And then I can see some differences, and I like to also stand this up in front of the television I don't use. Just have it to gaze at. I added more in here. I added a bit in here to work more on getting this bone. It's, I'll use my other arm. It's flat, and then this muscle here from the elbow comes up, but basically it's kind of flat, and then this one sort of comes out of nowhere. Gives you a curve, and I got too much curve on that. I liked it so much, but I straightened this out the other day with some green. I put the red over that. I did several layers here. I defined the bone a little bit to make this more natural because, as you can see, this part of the arm is really too short. So I got into squeezing it in this way, and I got into squeezing his head onto the page. Too, it's something that, you know, it just happens no matter how many years you've been painting, and you have to work around that. Anyway, I think I'm going to go in on this eye because I'm so anxious to get this done. And, well, I have this other one coming along too. It looks pretty good. And I need to finish it up so I can get to the paper underneath. Oh, look, that might be where my little tiny memory card disappeared once before. Just in a pile of stuff, because there are two of them there. All right, here we go. I'm going to get that eye the way I want it. Keep my reference at hand. That's right, I can bring the eyebrow down much lower, both of them. Okay. I think I see where I can do it. Now you see a lot, again, I think I mentioned it yesterday, but it might have been off of the thing. I will very often put down a stronger line of something and then give it a very brief rinse and get the water and spread it out till it disappears. And when you do that, again, that's one reason you can't always go back to what you want to do right away. It's because you've got wet stuff all over the place. You can always go darker. Now I'm interested too, again, this has all been form, right, from the very beginning, just putting the shapes down. And I put the lines down last, really, where I need to really refine my shapes. Speaking of refining shapes. I'm going to let his head go right off the page. So I squashed him squashed him down. Oh, it just looks... it's still so silly looking. Oh, Lord. Yes, I'm sitting here laughing and all by myself and having a rather wonderful time. I'm not by myself, you see. I'm painting. If I'm making some mistakes, I don't like it, remember, don't try to fix it. Just wait. When it's dry, you can go back. I haven't fixed that ear. It doesn't matter that the top of it's blue. It's an ear. And that's what it's going to read as. I wonder, before the fauves, when they just mixed the color up like crazy, which was upsetting to people, magenta and ochre horses in a turquoise ochre turquoise background. Looks a little better. Oh, it just keeps getting worse. You know, on the dragon boats, the last thing they do is paint the eyes, paint the pupils in the eyes of the dragon. All right, that'll give me a little wiggle room if they dry lighter. All right, that leaves me some wiggle room. I'm not going to finish that shape off till I'm more sure. Still need to pull that up a bit more. think that did it. You have to neaten up down here. See that little spot of water? That's how that little spot gets there. But don't worry about little spots. It's part of it. You're an artist and your hand counts. Your experience counts. What you do counts. It's you. You're sharing a bit of you. And how you view the world. I'm a little worried about this. There. Well, I have lots and lots of food. I went to Trader Joe's. I love to sit around and eat. That looks nice. A little strange, but we're getting there. I think I might hit some more of the Indian red in there too. Yeah. I think I recorded this. Yeah.